Hi everyone, I'm Evangeline here at Etrailer. Today we have a bunch of different replacement parts for our Thule Hullavator Pro Kayaker. And the one we're looking at today is the replacement M6 by 37 millimeter bolt. This is going to be one of the bolts that helps secure your kayak carrier to your roof rack. Here at Etrailer, we sell this as a quantity of 4, which is really helpful because you will need about 8 bolts for the whole system. So if you're curious where this bolt goes and how it plays into everything, as well as if you need to also get other components, let's take a look at that. Here we have our mounting bar assembly, and this is going to be the part that attaches to your roof and allows you to attach the Hullavator Pro to this assembly. So a quick run through of everything else we have on here. We have the T-track bar adapter on the bottom. This is held in place by a smaller M6 bolt, as well as a nut on top with a flat washer, and finally we have this plastic cap. Now, this bolt over here, our M6 by 37 millimeter bolt, is what will go in the center of that entire assembly, and it will attach to a square nut. And this is going to be designed for your crossbars that have a channel, specifically your Thule Wing Bar Evo crossbars. That crossbar is going to look like this. Now, what Thule recommends doing in the instructions is to slide your square nut through your crossbar, and then you line up the bolt with that square nut and tighten it down. I found that to be a little tricky to do since it's really hard for me to line things up perfectly. So what I found myself doing is I actually remove these rubber strips, and then I have that square nut already attached to our assembly so I can slide the whole thing through. The reason I remove the rubber strips is because they tend to get caught on the bolt of our assembly, and you can see it's already starting to wear away. So whichever method you do choose to do, just remember to orient the end of the bar assembly towards the center of the rack, so opposite of how I had it earlier, where it would look more like this. And then remember that when you do tighten down that bolt, you're going to be using a 5 millimeter Allen key, and you want that super secure on both sides. And that's pretty much it. It is a small component in a larger system, but still very important. If you have the Thule Pro bar or the Thule Aero Blade bars, since they are a little bit more shallow when it comes to their channel, they actually use a 35 millimeter bolt instead of the 37 one that we have here today. That also applies for other brands' T-track bars. If in doubt, go ahead and get the 37 millimeter if you're using this assembly with a modern style channel mounted aero bar. Now, if you need any of the other components mentioned in this video, maybe you're trying to build out your own mounting assembly and you're getting a little confused by all the different parts you may need, feel free to give us a call or ask us a question here on the website. One of our experts will put together a full list for you if you ask them to. That way we can help you get your kayaks back out onto the road. But today, what we saw was the replacement Thule M6 by 37 millimeter bolts, again sold as a quantity of 4 right here. My name is Evangeline here at Etrailer.